Hello, everyone. Greetings of the day. This is Amardeep Mishra, your spoken English and aptitude trainer. And again, I'm back to you with a new lesson on English grammar today. And in today's session, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the correct usage of may have and might have. In our previous video, we had seen the correct usage of may and might. And in today's video, we are going to look at the correct usage of may have and might have while speaking and while writing any sentence. Okay, so without further delay, let me share my screen with you. Just give me a moment. Okay, so here we are about the correct usage of may have and might have. Okay, so let us begin with this thing. So guys, may have and might have are used basically wherever you have to show a possibility in the past. Okay, so unlike as we had seen in the case of may and might, there you use may and might in a sentence wherever you have to show a possibility either in the present or in future. But here may have and might have are used whenever you have to show about a possibility, or whenever you have to predict something, or when you have to guess about something in the past. Okay, you are guessing about an action in the past, and that action might be finished already, or that might be a continuous action, but it should be in the past. Okay, so we will look into this thing. So let's look into type A first of all. So possibility for a finished action in the past. So now type A talks about when you are predicting about something, when you are guessing about something, or when you are finding out a possibility in the past for a finished action, an action which is already finished, but in the past. So the format will be like this. If you have to talk about a positive sentence, then the structure is like this: may or might plus have plus third form of the verb. Okay, so keep this thing in mind, that it can never be may has or might has. No, the structure is may have or might have. Okay, always you have to use have. No, there is no usage of has anywhere, only have, H-A-V-E. So may have or might have plus may or might plus have plus third form of the verb. Now talking about the negative sentence, if you have to form a negative sentence, then the structure is like this: may not or might not plus have plus third form of the verb. Fine. Now let us look at some examples that will make you more clear about this thing. Ramesh might have sent the email. Okay, so let's say Ramesh is my employee, and I would have asked Ramesh 2 days before to shoot an email to a particular client. So I am just right now today I am guessing about this thing. आज मैं ये चीज गेस कर रहा हूँ कि हो सकता है कि रमेश ने 2 दिन पहले मेल शूट कर दिया हो. ओके, हो सकता है कि उसने मेल कर दिया हो क्लाइंट को. सो रमेश माइट हैव सेंट द ईमेल. सो आई एम predicting about a possibility, okay, about a finished action that sent the email. It's a finished action, but that too in the past. So Ramesh might have sent the email. Okay, I might have left the charger at office. So suppose, let's say for example, I just came back from my office at 6:30 or 7. ठीक है, ऑफिस से आने के बाद में आई जस्ट चेक्ड आउट माय बैग, आई चेक्ड आउट माय बाइक, एवरीवेयर आई डिड नॉट फाइंड माय चार्जर. सो आई एम जस्ट गेसिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग दैट हो सकता है कि ऑफिस में आई वुड हैव फॉरगॉटन माय चार्जर. हो सकता है कि मैंने चार्जर अपना वहीं पे छोड़ दिया. ओके, सो इट इज अबाउट अ पास्ट. You are talking about a possibility in the past, and this action is already finished, that you left the charger. Okay, so I might have left the charger at office. Example number third, Radha is not present in the class. She might not have completed her homework. So again, let's say, for example, I am Radha's class teacher, and today Radha is not present in my class. So I am just predicting about this thing. I'm just guessing that Radha might not have done her homework. हो सकता है कि उसने कल अपना homework ना किया हो. That is why she is not present in my class today. Okay, so this is one thing. So might not have, you are saying, again, you're talking about a possibility about an action which is completed. She might not have done her homework. Okay, so it is like this. Ram is not able to pay his bills. He may not have received his salary. So Ram is an employee with some company, and his company does not uh, give him the salary on time. So because of that, he is not able to pay his bills. So I am just, so he was talking to me कि 2-3 दिन पहले कि उसकी सैलरी आ जाए. So I am just guessing about this thing कि हो सकता है कि उसकी सैलरी नहीं आई हो. That is why he is not able to pay his bills. Okay, so he may not have received his salary. हो सकता है कि उसने सैलरी रिसीव ना करी हो. So guys, again, if you say like this, he might not have received his salary. So that is also totally correct. Similarly, if we talk about Ramesh may have sent the email, that is totally correct. So Ramesh might have sent the email or Ramesh may have sent the email. Both of these two sentences are totally correct. The only difference between may have and might have is that may have is more formal as compared to might have. Completely similar to what we had seen in the case of may and might. Okay, so let us move ahead. Now, if you have to form a question or an interrogative sentence, wherever may have and might have are there in a sentence. So suppose, okay, so guys, we had seen in the case of may and might that wherever may and might are there in a sentence, then if you have to form a question, then you will be using do you think in the beginning of that sentence. So similarly, the same case is applicable with may have and might have also. So whenever you have may have and might have, then you can form a question using do you think. Okay, so example. So here it is a positive sentence. Ira may have left her computer on. So again, I'm just talking about a possibility in the past that हो सकता है कि ईरा ने अपना कंप्यूटर खुला छोड़ दिया हो. So now if you have to convert this sentence into a question sentence or into an interrogative sentence, then it will be like this. Do you think Ira may have left her computer on? Or do you think that Ira may have left the computer on? Okay, so this is how you have to make it. Do you think Ira may have left the computer on? Okay, you just simply have to put do you think in the beginning of that sentence. That's it. And your question sentence is ready. So the next example is this. This is the positive sentence and you have got to convert this into the question sentence now. So pause this video for a second and then think it on your own and then look at the correct answer. Sita may not have written anything in her answer sheet. So pause this video. Okay. Now the question sentence is like this. Do you think Sita may not have written anything in her answer sheet? So this will be the correct question sentence for this positive sentence, right? So this is how we frame a question sentence whenever may have or might have are there in a sentence. Fine. So now talking about more types. So in what conditions more we can use may have and might have. So guys, this is a type B. So whenever you're talking about a possibility for a continuous action in the past, in type A, we had seen about the possibility when the action was finished already in the past. But here we are talking about a possibility, we are predicting about a possibility when the action is happening. It's a continuous action. So here the format will be like this. So whenever it is a positive sentence, then the structure is like this: may or might plus have been plus first form of the verb and ing. So suppose the verb is, let's say, sing. So singing you have to use over here. Okay. And always remember, no use of has been. No, nowhere. You will only have to use have been. And when you have to form a negative sentence, then it will be like this: may or may not or might not plus have been plus first form of the verb and ing. Okay. So when we will look at the examples, then it will be more clear to you guys. Here are the examples. So he may have been watching a movie at 7 yesterday. So here, now look at this thing very carefully. I'm talking about a possibility in the past and the action is continuous. It हो सकता है कि कल, I mean yesterday, वो 7 बजे मूवी देख रहा होगा. ठीक है. So I'm talking about a possibility that at 7 he might have been watching a movie, or he may have been watching a movie. So it is a continuous action, watching a movie. That is why I have used this watch plus ing, because it shows that the action is continuous. Okay. Now example number 2, Ram may not have been lying. I believe the machine got stopped due to some other reason. So let's say for example, Ram जो है किसी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री का एम्प्लॉई है, और वो कल परसों कभी काम कर रहा होगा मशीन पर, एंड मशीन, और हो सकता है कि जितना आउटपुट चाहिए होगा वो आउटपुट उतना दे नहीं पाया. सो द मैनेजर इज टॉकिंग लाइक दिस, दैट राम मे नॉट हैव बीन लाइंग, आई बिलीव द मशीन गॉट स्टॉप ड्यू टू सम अदर रीजन. हो सकता है कि राम झूठ ना बोल रहा हो उस समय कि मशीन रुक गई थी. आई बिलीव दैट द मशीन गॉट स्टॉप्ड ड्यू टू सम अदर रीजन. मुझे लग रहा है कि मशीन किसी और कारण के पीछे रुक गई होगी. ओके. सो हियर अगेन that manager is talking about a continuous action, that Ram may not have been lying when he was talking to the manager about this thing, about this issue of machine. Then he may not have been lying. Obviously it might be a possibility that machine would have got stopped due to some other reason. Okay. So this is how we use whenever you have to show a possibility about a continuous action in the past, then may have and might have are used like this. Now this is the last type, which is type C. Guys, here may have and might have are not used to show a possibility in the past. Rather, they are used to show a necessity. Okay. So first of all, let's look at the format. Whenever you have to form a positive sentence, then you have to use may or might plus have to plus first form of the verb. Fine. And for a negative sentence, the structure is like this: may not or might not plus have to plus first form of the verb. Fine. Now let's look at the example, then you'll be able to get it clearly. So these are the examples. So example number first says, there are so many parents at the reception, you may have to wait to see the principal. So guys, here we are not talking about the past. Okay. Let's say you are a parent and you called to the reception of your child's school, and then the receptionist receives the call and says that today's parents teacher meeting, and lot many parents are already here. They are waiting to see the principal, and you may have to wait to see the principal if you come here right now. मतलब कि अगर आप यहाँ पे आते हो तो हो सकता है कि आपको वेट करना पड़ जाए. So she's talking about a necessary situation that you may have to wait to see the principal. आपको वेट करना पड़ सकता है because there are a lot many parents already in the reception area who are waiting to see her already. Okay, so this is how we use. So example number 2 says, I have not received my parcel yet. I might have to go to the office myself. ठीक है. सो मैंने अभी तक अपना पार्सल नहीं रिसीव करा है, तो हो सकता है कि पार्सल ऑफिस मुझे खुद ही जाना पड़ जाए. ओके. सो दिस इज हाउ I might have to go to the office myself. That means I'm talking about a necessary condition कि मुझे जाना पड़ सकता है. Okay. So here we are not talking about any situation or any action which has happened in the past. Rather, we are talking about uh, something which is necessary in the present that you may or may not have to face. Okay, I hope this is clear. So guys, this was all about today's session. And I'm very happy to share all these things with you guys. And I hope that you guys are able to improve your grammar and spoken English with the help of these sessions. And in coming future, I will upload more and more useful videos for all of you guys. And in our next video, we will talk about the correct usage of could and would, because I know that these two modal verbs are like they create a lot of confusion when it comes to the usage of these two modal verbs. So in our next video, I'll be picking up these two modal verbs, their usage, the basic difference between these two, could and would. So till then, stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you actually like this video, so just give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. And yes, one more thing, share this video with your friends, with your batchmates, with your colleagues as much as possible. So thank you so much.